Hey there, and welcome to the Streamlined CEO podcast. I'm your host, Karalee, and this is the place where we dive into streamlining your operations, boosting your efficiency, and creating more capacity. Whether you're a solopreneur ready to grow or a CEO leading a team, I want you to picture this. Your client roster is full, maybe even it's overflowing. You're getting amazing results for your people, your reputation is growing. But behind the scenes, it feels like chaos. You're juggling a million tasks, you're constantly putting out fires, and the thought crossing your mind is, I just need more help. I need to hire someone. You know you need to do things differently to scale and hit that next revenue goal, but you feel stuck. Sound familiar? And if it does, it's a super common thought for entrepreneurs hitting that exciting yet very challenging growth spurt. But today we're tackling a crucial topic: why hiring more people isn't solving your problems, and what will. That urge to throw headcount at the problem to just get more bodies in the business, it's understandable. But more often than not, it's a costly mistake that doesn't fix the real issue. It's like trying to bail out a leaky boat, right, without patching the holes first. You're just adding more people to bail, getting everyone wet, and the boat is still sinking. So, why doesn't simply hiring fix the underlying operational chaos? Well, if your business systems are messy, undocumented, or maybe even non existent, relying purely on your intuition and memory, that classic everything in my head syndrome, bringing new people into that mix often creates more chaos, not less. It definitely doesn't lead to a more simple way to do business. So think about it. Onboarding is a nightmare. How do you train someone effectively when the process isn't clearly defined? You end up spending more time hand holding than you actually save, right? Which reduces your efficiency. Delegation stalls. You want to delegate, you need to delegate to create capacity, but you find it incredibly difficult. Why? Because explaining a task that isn't documented takes ages, and you worry it won't be done right. You can't trust in your team to fully support you if the process isn't clear. This difficulty delegating is a massive bottleneck. Again, a bottleneck is where things slow down significantly in your business. The next one here, let's think about this. Inconsistency then creeps in. Without clear standard operating procedures, also known as SOPs, tasks get done differently depending on who does them, leading to inconsistent client experiences and potentially damaging your brand. This one hits hard. Bottlenecks actually get worse, right? Where things slow down significantly in your business. If you are the only one who knows how everything truly works, adding more people who still depend on you for answers doesn't free you up. It just creates more interruptions and reinforces you as the bottleneck. This also doesn't address scaling challenges. Hiring without fixing the foundation is merely treating the symptoms, not the root cause. You can't truly scale a business built on a shaky operational ground. Eventually, things will break, and it's often leading to burnout for you and frustration for your team. Now, this lack of structure and reliance on intuition might have worked when you were starting out. I know it did for me. But as you grow, it becomes incredibly unsustainable. You start feeling overwhelmed, productivity drops despite working longer hours, and that dream of this work life balance or just feeling more organized feels further away than ever. Okay, so if hiring isn't the magic bullet, what is? What will actually solve these growing pains and set you up for sustainable success, helping you reach that next milestone? The answer lies in building a solid operational foundation. It's about implementing clear systems, documented processes, and robust SOPs. It's about streamlining your operations, right? Making them more efficient, productive, all the things, right? I know. Systems and processes, they might not sound as exciting as landing a new high-ticket client. But trust me, they are the engine that drives a scalable, efficient, and less stressful business. They provide those bite-sized operational solutions that make everything run smoother. So think of it like building a house. You wouldn't start putting up walls and decorating rooms before pouring a solid foundation, right? Your business systems are that foundation. They provide the structure needed to support the growth and make things feel simple again. So when you have documented processes, this is what happens, okay? Delegation becomes easy and effective. You can hand off tasks with confidence, knowing they'll be done correctly and consistently. And you can finally trust your team to support you fully. A dream, right? Onboarding new team members is streamlined. If you decide to add a team member, they have a clear roadmap to follow, getting up to speed faster and freeing up your time. Sounds magical, right? Your business gains predictability. You know how long tasks take, what the workflow is, and you can forecast more accurately. Oh, amazing, right? Efficiency increased significantly. Repetitive tasks get standardized, reducing errors and wasted time, making you even more efficient with your time. Oh my gosh, that sounds like a dream. All right, you streamline your operations. Things just flow better, reducing friction and stress. Oh, heck yes, sign me up, right? Client experience improves. So consistency builds trust and allows you to deliver exceptional service every single time. Yes, please. And crucially, you, right, get freedom and capacity. Freedom from being the bottleneck, freedom from constant firefighting, freedom to focus on CEO level tasks, strategy, and maybe, just maybe, even taking a real vacation. This is how you achieve work-life harmony and avoid that dreaded burnout. So building this foundation before you significantly scale your team is the key to making growth sustainable and enjoyable and not just chaotic. Now, you might be listening to this thinking, okay, Karalee, I get it. I need systems, but like, where do I even start? Documenting everything feels like another huge task on my already overflowing plate. And you're right, it can feel very daunting. It's hard to see through the forest for the trees, right? When you're in that day-to-day whirlwind of your business, right? You're so like in it. So identifying these hidden bottlenecks and knowing which processes to prioritize and how to document them effectively takes time and expertise. And that's why so many feel stuck on their next move. This is actually precisely why I developed my operations assessment blueprint. So imagine trading that constant feeling of being behind for a sense of calm and control over your business. Imagine scaling your impact, maybe even doubling your income without doubling your workload or sacrificing your sanity. That's the core promise of the operations assessment blueprint, achieving that organized, efficient, and simple way to do business you desire. This isn't just about basic process mapping. Our unique approach goes beyond process mapping to uncover hidden bottlenecks and build a truly scalable foundation. It's a VIP day discovery process where we take a deep dive into your current operations. We conduct one-on-one interviews with you, and we have key team members if you have them. Okay, we're going to also talk with them. And this allows us to really understand the flow, the friction points, and the opportunities for streamlining, which is my absolute favorite part. I love this. I love this so very much, this blueprint. And so from there, we actually develop a customized 6-month roadmap, usually. Your operations assessment blueprint outlining the exact actionable steps you need to take to address your biggest challenges, streamline those operations, and build that efficient, scalable business that you're actually dreaming of, right? So in just a few short weeks after the VIP day, you'll have the clarity and the plan to do these things. Reclaim your time and your freedom, right? This means gaining back hours in your week. Scale your impact without actually sacrificing your sanity. That means have more of an impact without burning out. Experience consistent growth and predictability. So here we are saying goodbye to this feast or famine in your business. We can build a business that truly supports your desired lifestyle, right? If you want more time with your family, that's what the goal is. Increase your client impact and build an even stronger brand, right? Consistency, predictability, all of these things are allowing you to have a stronger impact with your clients and of course with your brand. So are you ready to actually like escape this chaos? Okay? Because I know it's there. to actually streamline your operations, right? Simplify them, optimize them, whatever word you want to put there. Streamline makes simpler and more efficient. And finally build that business that actually runs smoothly, freeing you up to do what you do best, right? You can have the best business strategy, but without a firm foundation that's holding that business strategy, it's still going to always feel very chaotic. And so I want to invite you to book a free clarity call with me, Karalee, right? With me. It's going to be with me, not a team member. It's with me. There's absolutely no obligation to move on to anything, to even book this operations assessment blueprint. It's simply a chance for us to connect and see if this is the right fit for you. So what we're going to do, we're going to do 3 things during this call, right? Which is absolutely free. We're going to identify those key operational bottlenecks, right? Where things slow down significantly, where things really are getting stuck for you. We're going to identify some of those. And then we're going to also briefly discuss how my Navigate framework could apply to your specific business challenges, right? I have a framework that we work through to identify these bottlenecks and create real change. All right, and we're going to talk about that. And the third thing we're going to also talk about is outlining the potential benefits that you could see from implementing your own operations assessment blueprint, whether that's for yourself using the Navigate framework, or whether that's having me do it with you and your team, or completely other option. But I want to support you however I can. So this call alone can provide very valuable insights into your business and really help you get unstuck and make that next move. So I don't want you to let operational hurdles stall your growth or even lead you into burnout, because we want to fix that foundation, right? That foundation first. I want you to create that capacity you need by streamlining what you already have. Now, could we make big changes? Yes. But I want you to use what you already have and get those really quick wins right from the beginning. So to book your free clarity call, I want you to head to the show notes and the links down there. All right. So remember, I want you to remember this. This is very important. Building a successful online business doesn't have to mean sacrificing your well-being or feeling constantly overwhelmed. With the right systems and structure, you can scale your impact and enjoy the journey towards a more streamlined, efficient, and simple way of doing business. But it all starts with the foundation. All right. So that's all for today. Thanks for tuning in to the Streamlined CEO. Make sure you subscribe to the podcast wherever you're listening. And don't forget to check out our bonus episodes and the behind the scenes content on YouTube as well. So go build those strong foundations, and I'm going to catch you in the next one. But make sure you book your clarity call. There's limited availability.